So, yeah. This morning I watched a video that recently went online and was reported by a couple different news sources. In this video, a 9-year-old boy is taken by a group of Shia militia who accused him of being an ISIS supporter. He is taken, put on display, yelled at, terrorized, and then subsequently shot to death while the men around him praised the glory of God. Now, to be clear, it has not been independently confirmed that this video is true, and that it's not a propaganda piece made by the Shia militia to terrify, but it is certainly graphic, and I'm not particularly terrified by people like this. Regardless, this is the type of thing that happens with disturbing frequency in that part of the world, so what I'm about to say still stands. I've actually seen quite a few of these videos lately, and, well... Anyways, there's a link to the video in the low bar if you really want to watch it. This is really going to be just more of a ramble to exercise some little head demons I have, so I'll do something more thought out at a future time. There's just one thing that I wanted to point out about this. I wanted to get in before the usual round of apologists and atheists come around trying to claim that this is some kind of deviation or that this is the work of some group of lunatics, because I think it's important to point out that this is not a group of lunatics doing this. People give religion and religious ideas far too much leniency in this area, and they're far too willing to ascribe to insanity an excuse for this type of thing. People who are psychologically abnormal do not share the same delusion by the millions. If this was just a matter of crazy, then you would get a few isolated people doing these things, not large groups of millions. This is not a psychological abnormality. This is, sadly, very commonly human. This is the result of adopting a worldview in which there is no question or possibility of being wrong. These are people that believe in the teachings of the religion that they have been educated in. Moderate religious people like to have us try and overlook just how batshit insane their beliefs are by pointing to their own religious habits as an example that religion isn't bad. But religious moderates are only moderates because they ignore whole swaths of their religious texts, not because the religion itself isn't, nuts. You will never find a religious moderate who believes in the complete inerrancy of their holy books, or who even believes in half of it. They all reject large parts of their religious teachings because they disagree with them on some moral level, preferring to pretend that those teachings are somehow not a part of their religion or their faith. But they are. All of those teachings of your religion do not go away just because you don't personally accept them. They are still there for anyone to use. These people are behaving exactly as their religion tells them to behave. They are behaving as though they truly believe that God is on their side, and they have a divinely inspired mission to fight evil, which is what their religion says, really. Really, it's right there in those books for those who have actually read them. If you teach someone to believe without evidence, to never question the holy word, to never doubt, to only listen to what they want to believe to be true, and then give them a book that teaches them to kill those who disbelieve, you have absolutely no right to look surprised when some of them actually do it. This is the danger of religion, and it's what anti-theistic atheists are trying to constantly point out. As I said a bit ago, if these people were crazy, you would only have one or two all following along. But because they are religious, millions of people can do collectively what only a few single lunatics could do on their own. And they do it while chanting about how wonderful and glorious their God, and by extension themselves, are while standing around the body of a slaughtered child with his brains lying on the pavement outside of his shattered skull. I'm really tired of it right now, guys. I'll do something else later. See ya.